Hi everyone, in this video I am going to teach you how to add and subtract polynomials. Let's begin with this concept, this idea of like terms and similar terms. So when we say like terms or similar terms, these are terms whose variables and their exponents are the same. Okay, so why do we need to understand this like terms or similar terms and how this concept help us with this lesson? So basically, in adding and subtracting polynomials, the terms that can only be added or subtracted are the like terms. Let me just give you an example. Because we can only perform the operation on the numerical coefficients, not the variables. So let's say we have 3x and negative 5x. We can consider them like terms. You just need to look at the variables. Both of them are x, and those two x's have the same exponents, right? Now, if we have 4x and 4y, we cannot add those two because they have different variables. We cannot perform any operation, or we cannot perform addition and subtraction in those two terms. How about so these are not like terms. These are like terms to the x and negative 5. How about 6x and 7x squared? Are they considered similar terms? Well, both of them have the same variables. That's right, it's x. But for 7, the variable x has an exponent of 2. For 6, the exponent of x is 1. So the exponents are not the same. We cannot consider them as similar terms or like terms. So meaning we cannot combine the two by adding them or subtracting them. Let's try another two terms. 10xy and 2yx. Can we consider them similar terms? So just ask these questions. Are those two terms, or does those two terms have the same variables? The answer is yes, right? xy. Uh, are those variables, or does those variables have the same sign or same exponents rather? The answer is also yes. So meaning we can we can consider 10xy and 2xy are similar terms. So we can perform addition and subtraction in these two terms. Okay. We can of course write 2yx is 2xy. Um, what about negative 3xy and 4xz? Are those two terms the same? Can we perform addition and subtraction in those two terms? Okay, the answer is yes. They are not similar terms, okay? Because even though both of those two terms have x, the first term, negative 3x, has y and 4x has z. So one thing you need to remember is that the variable should be the same. So no, okay? One last example. Let's say 4xy squared and 5x squared y. Are these two terms the same or similar? Can we perform addition and subtraction here? The answer is no, we cannot, because they are not similar terms or like terms. 4x, and then the other one is 5x squared. So when it comes to x, the exponents are different, and also with y. So no. So now that we understand like terms or similar terms, we can add and subtract polynomials. Okay, so in adding polynomials, we just need to add any like terms together, perform the operation in the numerical coefficients. Okay, so I already discussed that earlier. So here, let's begin with these two polynomials. Now look at 5x raised to 3. Look at the other polynomial. Is there a term there that has x raised to 3? There's none, so let's just leave 5x raised to 3 here. How about negative 6x? Is there a term that has an x on the right side of this problem? That's right, it's negative 7x. I will just write negative 7x here, and then I will put that symbol or that line because later on we will combine those two. How about 4? Is there a constant number on the right side? Yes, it's negative 11, so that means we can combine those two. And then what's left is the x squared. There's no term that has x squared, so we will leave that there. So this is going to be 5x squared, 5x raised to 3 rather, and I'm going to put x raised to 2. Okay. Negative 6x and negative 7x, they have the same signs. So we will add those two numbers. The answer is negative 13, and just simply copy the variable. 4 minus 11, they have different signs. One is positive, and we will consider 11 as negative. So we will subtract them. That's going to be 7, and the symbol will be minus sign or negative sign because 11 is higher than 4 or greater than 4. That's the answer. Okay, let's go to the next example. Here we have negative 5y. Is there a term that has a y on the second polynomial? Yes, there is. That's negative 2y, so we can combine those two. How about 9y raised to 3? Is there a y raised to 3 on the right side? Yes, that's 8y raised to 3. How about negative 3y raised to 5? Okay, yes, that's 3y raised to 5. So negative 3y raised to 5 plus 3y raised to 5. Okay, just perform the operation in the numerical coefficients. So negative 5 minus 2. Now, 2 there, we can consider that as negative. So both are negative. That means we will add those two numbers, and the answer is negative 7. Just simply copy the variable y. Plus 9 and 8, that's 17, right? Y raised to 3. Negative 3 plus 3, they have different signs, so we will subtract them. The answer is 0. So we can just cross that out. So this is the answer, or if you want to rewrite that, it's going to be something like this: 7y raised to 3 minus 7y. Okay, let's go to the third and final example for the addition of polynomials. Is there a term similar to 3x squared y on the other side? The one that has x squared and the one that has y only. So these two are considered similar terms. So I will write 3x squared y and then plus 8. This time I will put that x after the 8, x squared y. How about 9y raised to 2? Okay, there's a term similar to that. It's negative y raised to 2. So you have to consider the minus sign. That will be negative y raised to 2 or minus y raised to 2. And then the last term that we have here is positive 4xy raised to 3. So let's combine 3x squared y and 8x squared y. So 8 and 3 both are positive. That means we will add those two numbers, x squared y. 9 and negative 1, the numerical coefficient of y squared is 1. So that's negative 1. 9 minus 1 is 8 y squared. And then 4x y raised to 3. Okay, so we can rewrite this as 11x squared y 4y raised to 3 plus 8y squared. So that is how we add polynomials. Let's go to the division of polynomials. To subtract polynomials, first reverse the sign of each term we are subtracting. In the other words, turn the plus into minus and turn the minus into plus. Then add as usual. So that means, okay, we have to remove the parentheses here, and to do that, we need to change the signs of all of the terms here of the second polynomial. So I will simply copy this first polynomial without the parentheses, and that's positive 2x, right? So now it's going to be negative 2x. That's negative 6x raised to 3. Now it's plus 6x raised to 3. That negative 2x raised to 4 now will become positive 2x raised to 4. Now the reason behind that is because we are multiplying the negative sign on each term. So it's like there's a negative 1 there. So negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. Negative 1 times negative 6, that will be positive 6. Negative 1 times negative 2, that will be positive 2. Next, combine the terms that are similar. So we're talking about 5x raised to 4 and 2x raised to 4. So perform the operation only on the numerical coefficients. 5 plus 2 is 7. X raised to 4. How about this? Okay, that's 6x raised to 3, right? Both have x raised to 3. So negative 4 plus 6, they have different signs. We will subtract them. The answer is 2. That will be positive because 6 is greater than 4. X raised to 3. How about negative 3x and negative 2x? Those two terms are the same, or they are considered like terms. Negative 3 and negative 2 both are negative, so we will add them. And of course, the remaining term is negative 4. That's the answer. Okay, let's go to the next example. Again, here I'm going to rewrite the first polynomial. 9x cubed minus 2x squared plus, I'm going to switch their position. I'm going to make that xy minus 6 minus 8. Negative 9 will be plus 9 xy. That negative 4 becomes positive 4 x raised to 4. Okay, next. Let's begin with 4x raised to 4. There's no term similar to that, so I will write 4x raised to 4. Okay, there. 9x raised to 3. There's no term similar to that, so I will write 9x raised to 3. How about negative 2x squared? There's no term that has x squared, so I will write negative 2x squared. Now, xy and 9xy are similar terms. So xy is like 1xy and then 9xy. Combine those two. That will be, by the way, xy is positive, so that will be plus 10xy. And the two terms, the two constants rather, negative 6 and negative 8, that's negative 14. So that is the answer. Okay, let's go to the last example. Again, here I am going to switch their places. I will follow the alphabet. That's negative 10. Now it becomes positive 10x squared y. That is negative 11. Excuse me, that will be 11 x raised to 5, and that's negative 9. Now it will become positive y, 9y. Is there a term similar to 13x squared y? Yes. Where's that? Here. So that is 23x squared y. How about negative 6x raised to 5? Okay, here. So we can combine negative 11 or negative 6 and positive 11. That's plus 5x raised to 5. We will subtract them because they have different signs. Aside from those two, I think there's no term similar to negative 2x and there's no term similar to 9y, right? And I will just rewrite this. I will start with the term that has the highest exponent, 5x raised to 5 plus 23x squared y minus 2x plus 9y. So that's the answer to the problem. So there you go. That's how you add and subtract polynomials. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.